Each year, the College of Humanities and Fine Arts, the Department of English and Philosophy, and the MFA program in Creative Writing bring nationally known authors right here to Murray State. This year's poet, Natalie Diaz, took the stage to share her work When My Brother Was an Aztec. Millions of Americans suffer from drug addiction. Natalie talks about her brother's addiction to crystal meth and the emotional struggles she's faced because of this.
A lot of the book, When My Brother Was an Aztec, deals with having a brother who's a meth addict, a crystal meth addict. So a lot of the poems in the book deal with that, like how my family, how they deal with it or how they avoid it, you know, how we talk about it or don't talk about it. And then there's also this thread of living on the reservation and being in that community and some of those experiences and maybe how they overlap and interconnect with the story of my brother and some of the things that have happened with him. But there's also, I think, another section, another thread in the book that deals with love still kind of in the midst of all of those things, in the midst of war, like the large wars and the small wars, you know, the small wars of the family, and the larger ones of, you know, our countries and things. So,
writing about her personal struggles isn't always easy for Natalie, but she hopes through her work others are able to relate to her on some level and not be afraid to put their concerns on paper.
I'm still writing poems about my brother. Some guy at the end of another writer at the end of the reading came up to me and he's like, "So, how does it feel to still be writing poems about your brother?" And like the way he said it was very much like a judgment, as if, "Oh, you've already written about those things. Like you shouldn't be writing about them anymore." And to me, I feel like it was a really important question just for my realization, you know, because I don't know that I'll ever be done writing about my brother. What draws me to writing are the things I don't understand or the things that wake me up, you know, at 3 a.m. or the things that worry me.
One thing students and faculty could take away from the poetry reading is there is a writer inside of all of us. It's only a matter of finding the right words to tell it with.
You have stories inside you to tell, and that, you know, you have a responsibility to yourself first to tell those stories. You know, I think a lot of times we feel like we should or shouldn't talk about certain things, and I think sometimes that filters you. So I think maybe just to give yourself permission to talk about those things that are in you that you wonder about or worry about.